Hey everyone, welcome back to Ash Hub. If you're into dark and creepy stories, you're in the right place. Grab a seat, turn off the lights, and get ready for today's spine-chilling tale. Imagine moving to a vibrant new city, excited to start fresh, only to find yourself trapped in an unexplainable nightmare. Clara thought everything was falling into place until the first cut appeared, out of nowhere, with no blade in sight. It was a thin, burning line of blood, as if something or someone wanted her to notice. And that was just the beginning. Clara came from a quiet, close-knit family and had always been resilient. After finishing her studies, she met Alex, her fiancé, and together they faced life's challenges with unwavering optimism. When Alex's job required them to relocate to Melbourne, Clara embraced the opportunity to explore a new city. Their new apartment was charming yet unfamiliar. While Alex dove into his demanding job, Clara tried to adjust to the vibrant chaos of Melbourne. She filled her days decorating their home, applying for jobs, and exploring the local markets. But no matter how hard she tried, the loneliness of being in an unfamiliar place began to creep in. That's when things started to change. One weekend, Clara's younger brother Ethan visited her. They spent the day exploring Melbourne's bustling Queen Victoria Market. Among the chatter of vendors and the vibrant colors of the stalls, Clara suddenly felt a sharp sting on her waist. A pinch, but sharper, almost like the prick of a needle. She brushed it off as an accident in the crowded market. But later that evening, as she changed, she noticed a small, clean cut on her waist. It wasn't deep, but it burned like a fresh wound. Ethan and Alex examined it, alarmed. They wondered if someone in the market had deliberately harmed her. "It's nothing," Clara insisted, unwilling to dwell on the incident. But 2 days later, the marks began appearing again. One morning, Clara felt an excruciating burning sensation on her shoulder. When Alex checked, there were 3 deep, parallel cuts across her skin, fresh and bleeding. They looked deliberate, as if carved by an unseen hand. "What could possibly do this?" Alex asked, panic in his voice. By the end of the day, another mark appeared on her back. Clara's fear turned into dread. The wounds weren't accidental. Something, or someone, was targeting her. Desperate for answers, Alex suggested it might be something supernatural. Though Clara was skeptical, she couldn't deny the bizarre nature of the incidents. Seeking solace, Alex brought home holy water from a nearby church. As he sprinkled it over Clara's wounds, she let out a scream that chilled him to the bone. "It burns!" she cried, tears streaming down her face. The water had no logical reason to hurt her, but the searing pain was undeniable. That night, Alex decided to try a cleansing ritual he'd read about online. It involved using an egg to absorb negative energy. As he prepared the ritual, the glass holding the egg shattered in his hand. Shards flew across the room, narrowly missing Clara. The timing was uncanny, and it became clear to them both. This wasn't a coincidence. They turned to the church for help. A priest listened intently as Clara recounted the terrifying events. His face grew grave as he explained that the area of their apartment had a dark history. Decades ago, it had been a site for forbidden rituals designed to summon entities to do their master's bidding. "These entities don't leave easily," the priest warned. He offered to bless their home. But as he placed a cross on Clara's forehead, she collapsed under an invisible force. The air around them grew heavy, the temperature dropped, and a guttural growl echoed through the apartment. Determined to end the ordeal, Clara and Alex followed the priest's guidance, filling their home with holy symbols and prayers. But the entity didn't give up easily. One night, Clara woke to find herself unable to move. A shadowy figure loomed at the foot of the bed. It had no eyes, no face, just an outline of darkness that seemed to consume the room. "Leave us alone," Alex shouted, but his voice seemed to fall into a void. The figure reached toward Clara, its hand hovering inches from her chest. With every ounce of strength she had, Clara whispered a prayer. The figure let out a bone-chilling scream and disappeared into the darkness. Over the following weeks, the wounds stopped appearing. But the memories of those nights haunted Clara and Alex long after they left Melbourne. Even now, Clara wonders, was the entity truly gone, or did it follow her, waiting for another chance to make its presence known? Some stories leave scars deeper than the ones on Clara's skin. This tale of invisible forces, dark rituals, and survival against the unknown is not just a story. It's a reminder that sometimes the unseen world is closer than we think. Well, that's it for today's video. I hope you guys liked it. And if you want to submit your stories to me, please go into my description and send your story to the Gmail provided. Until next time, stay spooky.